My fire signs, welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, welcome. I am Simone, the Moon Goddess. This is what's holding you back. Let's look at what's potentially holding you back, whatever that should mean to you. Whether that's holding you back from your goals, holding you back from moving forward in your life, holding you back, whatever that should mean to you. Let's look at what that energy could potentially be and how steps that you can take to move that energy forward and to stay on track with your goals, your ambitions, your whatevers. Okay, I'm going to be recording August readings next week, so I feel like this is a good segue into the energy flow of a new month. We also just had a new moon, so as we build towards the full moon, remember the new moon is about planting seeds. The full moon is the harvest. The full moon is the giving thanks for everything that you have accomplished between the new moon and the full moon, and taking stock, and being grateful. So as we move into the waning energy, that's when we release. All right, so let's look at the potential energies for what's holding you back. Also, I had a bunch of new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for being here, and yeah, thank you for subscribing. All right, so spirit guides, assist me in connecting to my fire signs. So we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What are the energies surrounding the fire signs that they need to know as far as them moving forward, and what's holding them back potentially? As always, may all messages be for the highest good of all involved, with harm to none. Ashe, amen, so it is. All right, let's go. And when I cut the deck, the first thing I see is the Queen of Wands. So is it about confidence? And here's the Sun, Leo's ruler. All right, fire signs, y'all coming through strong. And also I want to say a big thank you to y'all fire signs. Well, Leo and Sagittarius, y'all tend to be my most viewed videos, more often than not, my most engaged videos. So I'm grateful for you guys. Aries, still love, but Leo and Sagittarius, y'all always come through, so I'm grateful for that. All right, so let's get going. First, we'll look at what is the current situation. All right, what's happening currently. What's the energy currently surrounding my fire signs as far as what's holding them back? What's the energy? All right, man. All right, so fire signs, your first card is the Page of Cups. All right, you have the Seven of Swords here and the Ten of Swords. So the Page of Cups, the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Swords. I get a lot of skepticism here. I feel like the fire signs, you're very skeptical. You don't know if you can trust people or situations. You take things with a grain of salt. In this case, it's like with a drip. Somebody comes to you with a cup and you just take a drip of that and that's it, There's something from your past that's floating around in your mind that there needs to be a release of. There's something that you need to put an end somewhere. You need to put an end to something. Wow, fire signs, out the Five of Cups at the top of the deck. This is under your Page of Cups. So Five of Cups, Page of Cups, emotions. Here I was saying that it's almost like y'all taking things with a drip. There's something that you keep ruminating on, that's going around in your mind, the Five of Cups energy. There's something here you need to release, my love, so that you can allow this energy, so you can allow your energy to flow, so that you can embody yourself fully. You have the Six of Pentacles here. All right, so wherever there's a need for an end, is in order to rebalance the scales, so to speak. Is in order to bring some balance. Like, for example, something might have happened that's shaking you up, where you can't trust people, you can't trust situations. Maybe you feel as if you can't even trust yourself for whatever reason. The King of Wands is here at the bottom. So we saw the Queen, and now here's the King. So it's like you've gone from one extreme to the next, and there needs to be a balance. That's what you need to put an end to. All right, it's like maybe going from trusting too much to not wanting to trust at all, from being open to being closed off. How can you bring some balance? How can you bring discernment so that so that you are down the middle, not too far one side, not too far to the other? All right, let's see what's at the heart for you. The Knight of Swords. All right, so swords, 3 sword cards here out of 6 cards. Here's the Queen again. She was sitting on top of the Knight of Swords. Underneath the Knight is the Page of Pentacles. So there are people here. Right now I'm seeing the King and the Queen of Wands. Do not spite your nose to spite your face. Don't spite your face to spite your nose. Whatever that saying is, don't burn all of your bridges. Be mindful of the things that you say. Don't be too quick to say certain things. Is not everything that you have to voice. All right, the 7 of Swords here with the Knight of Swords. Don't be too impulsive in saying something that you cannot then recall. You cannot then pull back. You can't reverse time. Okay, be mindful of what you're spelling out into the world. Maybe this is what's holding you back as well, that there's something here where your emotions got the best of you, and you might have said something that's now coming back to you, right? It's now it's like the karma of it is now coming back to you, and that's kind of what's holding you back in some way, or what's blocking you in some way. Because this is what I'm seeing here for your supporting cards. All right. So, okay, yeah. All right, so now let's look at, that's the current energy, and that's what's holding you back. Now let's look at how can you move this energy forward. All right, how can the fire signs move this energy forward, spirit guides? How can they move this energy forward? All right, so you got swords again. 9 of Swords. And the Justice card. That's so crazy. I spoke about balancing the scales. All right, so you got the 9 of Swords and the Justice card here. Some things can't be undone. What's done is done. But what can you do now to settle the score, or to bring balance, to rebalance this situation? Whether it's the entire, like apologizing to somebody, or apologizing to yourself, forgiving somebody, forgiving yourself. Maybe it's all of those things. There's this replaying a scenario over and over and over, and it's almost as if it has you caught, it has you held down. You need to release that. You got the 9 and the 10 of Swords here, my loves. It's the end of that cycle. What is done is done. Also, if this is what somebody's done to you, and it's like you just can't seem to let it go, it's just burning you, you know, you just want justice. You want justice. The Justice card is here. You want justice. Maybe it's not down to you to create justice. Leave it for the universe to take care of. Leave it to your ancestors to take care of, your guides. You know, what energy goes out there will return. So if somebody's done you wrong, know that will be justified. That's going to come. That's going to be balanced. Maybe it's about you just forgiving yourself for your part in the situation. Where accountability needs to be held, hold yourself accountable in whatever way. If there's an apology that needs to be relayed by yourself, do so. If somebody's supposed to apologize to you and they haven't, leave it be. Justice will be served. All right. Let's see what's the potential obstacles or blockages as you move forward, if any. Anything that they need to be aware of. Okay, wow. Can't make this up. You cannot make this up. You got the Temperance card and it came out reversed. Sorry, that was just one of my crystals. 2 cards that came out reversed. You cannot make this up, my loves. The Temperance card, Sagittarius energy, and the Hangman, and they came out reversed. So Temperance is all about balance, patience. So you have all of these cards. You have the 6 of Pentacles, which is like the pendulum swinging, balance. You have the Justice card, the scales, right? And now you have the Temperance card, which is all about creating magic or creating alchemy, transmuting by way of the perfect balance of ingredients to make to spin gold. How can you turn this situation into gold? How can you spin this energy? How can you take this energy and use it to empower you as opposed to blocking you in whatever way? With this Temperance card reverse, y'all might be focused leaking way too much energy. Look at the Page of Cups here, right? Leaking way too much energy into this situation where you can take this energy and use it in a creative way. For some of you who are creatives, you might turn this into a beautiful piece of art, a beautiful piece of poetry. Maybe it's about, even if you're not a creative, so to speak, we all are, but you know what I mean by a creative. Even if you're not an artist, for example, you can dance this energy away, create a dance from this, create a piece of movement from this. Maybe it's about getting on your yoga mat and turning this energy into the breath, into your movements. Maybe it's about you come up with some kind of design. Maybe you journal something. Maybe you write it and you burn paper. But it's about transmutation. Don't let this energy block you, all right? You're spending way too much energy on this. The Hangman reverse is that sense of wanting to let go, wanting to be free of it. But it's almost as if you feel it's just a lot. I don't know what's happened, who did you wrong, or what situation happened. But yeah, it's heavy on y'all. I can see it. Yeah. All right, let's see. What's your final message? All right. So this will be what you can do to stay on track, what you can do to remind yourself of where you want to go, where you headed, how you can allow yourself to release. All right. So let's see what message comes through for that. What do the fire signs need to know as they let go of the situation? What do they need to know as they move towards? Okay. You got 7 of Pentacles. Give me one more card, please. And the Knight of Wands. So there's the fire. There's the fire. And in all of this, I've now shuffled 2 or 3 times, and this Page of Pentacles is here at the bottom. So for me, this is a reminder that this situation, you can turn that spin that into gold. Is it about talking to other people? Maybe for some of you, it's about creating a video and talking about this situation, because other people might have gone through this before, have gone through it, and maybe you can then, in you sharing your story, you not only help to heal yourself, but you're holding space for others to heal themselves. You know, there's something here that you can turn, you can spin this into gold. You have the Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. Full steam ahead, my loves. Yes, there is a need for you to be cautious. There is a need for you to be discerning. But watch out for your suspicion blocking you from being able to receive opportunities. Because if you see the Seven of Pentacles, he has an abacus. And every time I see this card, it makes me think of, for example, somebody says something and you think to yourself, okay, that sounds interesting. So you add, they say something else. Okay, let me subtract something here. Oh, let me multiply, because whatever you say ain't adding up for me. So it's this real sense of being cynical about things. Discernment. But don't be suspicious to the point where it stops you from receiving goodness. And this Knight of Wands is about movement. You see him, he's like, charge, full steam ahead. For some of you, this is literally moving. So maybe moving from where you are currently, moving from your job, moving from a relationship, moving from a connection, moving away from the ideas that you have regarding life as it is now, since this situation happened. Moving away from you replaying the situation over and over in your mind. Embodying the fire that you are. So for my Aries, y'all are initiators. All right. For my Leos, y'all are fixed signs. So be mindful that your fixed energy, which is about you being perseverant and you being focused, can also turn into you being stuck or stubborn. Initiators, my Aries, remember that can go from y'all being initiators to you being pushy or overly impulsive. So you're bringing it back into balance. Remember, you have cards here of balance, justice, the Six of Pentacles, the Temperance card reversed, bringing things into balance. And for my Sagittarius people, y'all are mutable. So you can be highly adaptable, but you don't want to be to the point where you get so swept up in other people's energy that it takes you off your path. So remember, balance, bringing things back into balance. All right, so let's get some oracles out and see what else comes through. I'm going to pull one Angel Answers card, because these cards always come through with a message, and then a Moon card, and we'll wrap up your reading. All right, so can I have one Angel Answers card for my fire signs? One card for my fire signs. What's holding them back? Thank you. All right, so you have within the next few weeks. Within the next few weeks. So maybe there's some change coming. Now, within the next few weeks, we have the full moon. Within the next few weeks, we'll be moving it. Well, not really the next few weeks. Within a couple days, we'll be moving into Leo season. But within the next few weeks, we'll be moving into a new month. There's something better here at the bottom. So within the next few weeks, there's something better. The situation will improve. All right, within the next few weeks, there's something better. Underneath the surface, there's something better. The situation will improve. And don't stop. Right? Don't stop. What's holding you back? Don't stop. Don't stop. All right, let go is here on top of don't stop. And not the right time is underneath don't stop. So however that resonates, but the main cards I see here, don't stop and let go. All right, not the right time could be that you focusing on how can you get justice. It's not, maybe it's not for you. Let the universe deal with that. Let the universe solve always. All right, what goes around comes around. Let Saturn deal with it. Saturn is time. Saturn is karma. All right, let's see. Give me one message for my fire signs. And we got 2 cards. You have your dreams need a practical plan. So full moon in Taurus. And nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. All right, so the energy is still very malleable. All right, come out of the bitterness. If you feel bitter, if you feel, I hear envy. I don't know, I keep hearing envy in my head. If there's some kind of bitterness, if there's some kind of envy, if there's some kind of frustration, whatever that is, transmute that energy. Get your body moving. Allow that energy to flow. Don't let it get stagnant and don't let it block you. At the bottom, you're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous moon. Love it. At the top is a personal issue reaches resolution. Look at that. Full moon in Cancer. This situation will improve. A personal issue reaches resolution. And at the heart for you is surrender to the divine. Beautiful. Love it, love it, love it, love it. There we go. A new start is coming. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. On top of surrender to the divine. It's time to take action. All right, my loves. I mean, come on now. Knight of Wands. Beautiful. So that's your message, fire signs. I hope these messages have supported. Y'all know the drill. Give me a thumbs up if you've gained something from this video. If I support you, do you drop a comment? Let me know what's happening with you guys. And always, thank you so much for all y'all's comments. I try to respond to as many of them as I can. So thank you for sharing y'all's messages. Thank you for sharing what's going on with you. I read them all. I appreciate you. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. If you've not subscribed already, subscribe for more videos like this. Again, fire signs, thank you so much. Until your next video, my loves.